that new whip. Hey, Jose the dude trip.
And we're live.
Welcome to Bet Records, where we talk about hot topics, ideas, and all the shit you really want to hear.
We are live at the Bet Records Arena in Sartell, Minnesota.
Oh, Jesus.
Fighting out of the red corner, we have the Quintinator, a.k.a. the Q-Tip. Out of the tip. And the blue corner, we have Justin, the Pats fan, Catanazzo.
You introduced the red corner last.
It's time!
What's going on, Bet Records fans? We are back.
Back after a long week of a lot of shit that kind of happened. So I suppose we better talk about this UFC 272 journey that our very two own members took. How was it? Best parts? How was plane traveling? Give us a lowdown.
Plane travel wasn't bad, actually.
Yeah, one thing that stood out in the plane travel was I had my headphones in, but what Delta is they don't have Bluetooth, and you have to have the old adapter.
Yeah, that shit's
to
whack.
plug in. I'm surprised that they haven't updated that. And, I kind of dozed off a little bit, and then there was this group of three guys, 4 rows in front of me. They were just being really loud.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm just like, whatever. It's not bothering me or anything. It's not night. I'm
It's
trying
not
to
a
sleep.
terribly long flight or anything.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I wonder what's going on. And then I just see the attendants just every 10 minutes is bringing them another drink, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, we're going to Vegas.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
And so I was,
That time
they're
difference is
wasted.
brutal, though.
Yeah, I felt that for the last couple days.
What was it?
Afterwards.
Hour
2
difference?
hours.
2
It was
hours.
2. Okay. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
The weather wasn't
Brutal.
really. The weather wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was. It wasn't cold, but it was just
It was nice when the sun hit you.
It was we're in the desert in a valley. I thought this would be more hot.
Yeah.
Other than that, I loved Vegas. We got a good stay at the MGM Grand.
Was that your first time, Justin?
That was my first
That
time.
was nice.
I should have upgraded us to that suite. It would have been only $40.
Hmm.
But I was
Yeah.
like, man, fuck it, whatever.
No, dude, our view was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty
First
cool.
night we got there, we were a little drained, but not too drained.
You gotta go out. You just gotta
Yeah,
Yeah, we went out the first
we were
night.
just thinking what should we do? Because the second we landed, the press conference had started, so there was no way we were gonna make that.
Right.
Josh texted me while we were still on the plane. He's like, "We might still be able to make it." I was like, "No, we just landed. I'm watching the press conference right now."
Were you guys in different seats?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you get seats together or what?
Different what?
You guys couldn't hold hands on the flight?
No, we got our own, tickets.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
Yeah, so I was honestly surprised. I thought the airport was going to be a lot bigger,
Yeah, it wasn't too big.
I don't even remember.
and it wasn't
that
really.
big,
It
I
wasn't busy either.
No, it wasn't. Which one? MSP or
No,
Las Vegas?
McCarran.
Yeah,
Excuse me, Harry Reid.
yeah. It's
They
dumb.
changed-
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they changed it back in November to the Nevada senator who died last summer.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, it was
Sweet class.
not too bad
Yeah,
there.
so first night we just decided. I think it was his idea. It was we can check out the Topgolf. Apparently, it's the best Topgolf in the world.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nice view.
I like the screens at the end of the course. Minnesota doesn't have that. They have these giant fucking
Like a backdrop or what?
no, it's like a football LCD screen at a stadium, and they have it at the back of the Topgolf thing, so you can they have sports playing while you're playing Topgolf.
Oh, okay.
So while you're
yeah.
hitting the golf balls, you can. We were watching the Bruins game.
Yeah.
Sure.
One thing I didn't realize until about 2 weeks before we went to Vegas is that the night we got in, the Bruins were playing against the Knights.
In Vegas.
And I was looking at tickets, I was like, yeah, they're only $40. But at that point, it had gotten too late, and it's just
yeah.
we'd be rushing to get, because the puck dropped
Yeah, as
right
we
as we
landed.
got
Yeah.
to the
Didn't pretty much-
hotel.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. We got some
Yeah,
second half
we
seats
went,
or something.
Yeah, we went
halfway.
out that night. Didn't do anything too wild. The second night we got.
That was my first time seeing Josh drunk.
Yeah, we were pretty hammered all
drunk.
day. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
was Friday, right? This is
Yeah.
Friday,
Yeah,
second
Friday.
day?
and we got into an argument while we were drunk because they had Nathan's hot dogs there, and I hadn't had Nathan's hot dogs in 10 years. And Josh was like screaming, he's like, all hot dogs are the same. And I was like, no, they fucking
No, that's not what
Here
I
we go
said.
again.
That is
That's
what
not
you
what
were
I
saying.
said. No, I said
let's
that
see what
all
Josh's side.
Nathan's hot dogs, if you buy it, the same Nathan hot dog in the store versus the one that they just served you, it'll taste the same as long as you cook it the same.
Okay, so you're saying that I can go into the ocean, get a lobster, and get one from a grocery store,
That's
and it'll taste
totally
the exact
different.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Oh, so how's it
How is
different
that
with the hot
different?
dog? How's it different from a
Because
hot dog?
it's the same brand. They serve the same
I
shit.
think I would agree with Josh.
They
It's
serve the
processed
same
at the
shit.
same place. Because
Yeah.
you're not going and fishing the ocean for a hot dog, right? I mean, you're processing
It's
it with a bunch of
processed either
fat and
way.
shit.
I
Yeah.
think that makes a lot of sense.
But how
That's what
long
I'm
has it been
saying.
sitting in the grocery store for?
Well, I don't know, but
Should
that's
be-
just
should
up
be
to
pretty
if
good,
you get the
yeah.
fresh one or whatever. I'm sure they don't get. They should probably get the same fucking
The one
packages.
in Vegas? The one in
They get
Vegas.
the
Was it
same.
like a
all
little
those Vegas
stand that
ones are
sold Nathan's
busy.
hot dogs,
Oh,
or
is
what?
that an actual Nathan's like hot dog place?
No.
Weird.
And then our second argument was I said that I like pickled jalapenos better than fresh, like the chopped up ones. I'm like, no, I like pickles with the seeds in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like
Sounds like a big debate.
Yeah, and like we were actually getting pretty loud. Like one guy was just like, he tapped me. He's just like, "Why is this debate getting you guys so mad?" And I was just like, "Because this matters to me. I love my jalapenos."
Okay, why did you guys not take videos of this shit?
Yeah, you guys
No,
should
no, we
see
kinda
this.
forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
see that.
forgot. But actually,
I'm telling you, bro, you gotta have a camera guy.
Yeah, no, I
yeah,
get it.
and
yeah.
actually before that argument, like before we had a little too much to drink, I actually met my first UFC fighter. I met former bantamweight champion Cody Garbrandt.
Oh, yep, yep.
He was a cool guy. I brought my No Love shirt for him to sign, but right as we got to the front of the line, they said Cody's not signing any personal items, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
But he's gonna sign the like, what difference does it make? I'm just like, whatever. Like, it is what it is.
they're probably pre-signed.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And like I saw him, like I was up next, and Josh like, yeah, I'll go. I'm like, you don't want to meet him? He's like, no. I'm like,
I don't really care.
Yeah.
and
How long
it's
do you talk to him for a couple minutes or what?
like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Like obviously there's a line, got to be curious.
Right.
All I want to do is just meet him.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
walked up, like they said, all right, you're next. He looked at me, nodded at me, and I held up my No Love shirt, and he just goes,
Nice.
just like, nice to meet you, Cody. And he's like, yeah, sure, let's get a picture, buddy. Get a picture. He's like, what's your name, Justin? And I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you, Justin. I'm like, how's Kai doing? His kid. I was
Nice.
like, oh, he's doing good. He's like, the No Love Bullies are hanging in there too. His Bulldogs, he calls them No Love Bullies. He's like, they're hanging in there too. I'm like, that's good to hear, man. Well, can't wait to see you back in the Octagon pretty soon. And he's like, you bet. I'm hoping for July.
That's cool.
Nice.
That's cool. Nice.
And Josh was
Inside
saying to me,
scoop.
he's just like, what if you went up to him and called him No Chin?
Oh my god.
And I was just like, I mean, he'd probably want to throw a punch at me, but I could have thrown him back, and one I probably would knock. him.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Probably a bad
I don't
idea.
want. I don't want that
Should have
smoke.
called him a journeyman, man.
I mean,
Should've done
if,
your
if you won the
impersonation.
belt, can you really call the person a jerk?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's a joke. But
And beat the greatest bantamweight of all time. But yeah, he was a really cool guy. He was honest for a guy who fights at 135 and last fought at 125. He was actually pretty. I mean, he wasn't big, but
Yeah.
he still looked like he was walking there at like 170. I'm like, how did I was thinking? And this guy fought at flyweight a couple
it's
months
crazy.
ago.
Yeah.
Cutting is crazy, dude.
Oh no, 100%. This hourly saunas a day,
Mhm.
all that. Yeah, eating probably an
Yeah,
apple a day,
Jesus.
whatever the fuck.
Not
but
even. Probably
no.
just drinking water.
Yeah, protein, whatever. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
If that, yeah.
I wanted to ask Cody where Uriah was. Uriah Faber.
Who's
but I
that?
didn't get to- that's his training partner. He's
okay.
in the UFC Hall of Fame. He was there. He was coaching up
Yeah.
the Chinese girl on the card
Yep.
against Marina Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool fight. That was pretty much
Interesting.
our whole Saturday was the fighting.
Yeah,
So.
Saturday we got up. We kind of got up at the same time every day, like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
This and that. Saturday we went to the weigh-ins Friday. That was pretty cool. We were just expecting the weigh-ins, and then we have a fighter will be doing a Q&A. I'm like, who is it? They're like, it's Kamaru Usman.
Oh,
And he answered his questions. He brought his daughter up there. And then he said, all right, it's time for fan questions. He was like going in on like, he's just like, I really want to box Canelo. I'm just like thinking, dude, I don't know. Like, I get it. Like, you're pound for pound best MMA fighter in the world, but like, you want to go against the pound for
Dana
pound.
said he'd allow it as long as he's the promoter.
Yeah, but what weight are they gonna do it at?
They'll probably just be a
170.
no contest
But then
or something.
a fan came up there and he mentioned that, and I nudged Josh. I'm like, I know exactly what he's gonna ask right now.
Well,
And he goes, the fan was drunk because I could hear it in his voice. He was like, so you're talking Canelo, this and that. Why won't you fight Jake Paul? I was the first person to start booing.
The whole crowd booed him.
Boo! Usman goes, what? What? And then he's like, boo this man another time.
And then everybody booed him again. It was so funny.
nice. Nice. We got a video of that somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's online.
Oh, no, I meant you.
Yeah, we totally got that.
You have to send that to me and then we'll repost it.
Yeah,
That's funny as fuck. You guys didn't do any NFL early sports? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
But then they announced the weigh-ins. They said, here's Joe Rogan. The whole place erupted. That was his first time back. They gave him a warm welcome. It was good to see Joe Rogan in person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember.
Is that your first time seeing him in person? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And when Colby and Masvidal faced off, they didn't let him get anywhere near each other.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was a...
There was 2 security guards plus Dana.
Couple cops.
Plus Dana. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they interviewed Colby. The first thing he said was like, Joe, it's good to have you back. Everyone's booing Colby, and then all of a sudden he says, fuck cancel culture, and then everyone's cheering for him. But yeah, fights were good. I do remember at weigh-ins when that Ukrainian girl was fighting the girl from Kazakhstan. They introduced the girl from Kazakhstan, and the guy behind us went, very nice.
That's funny.
Nice.
And here is, you remember during the fights the signature quote that the fans would scream?
Oh, yeah.
So one thing you need to know about UFC is in the early prelims where nobody shows up, you can scream something and they will pick it up on TV.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Everyone started off doing the signature, woo! And then people were yelling their own things, and then I decided to jump in and I quoted Karate Kid. I was like, put him in a body bag! Yeah!
Oh my God.
No one picked up on that, but then the next person screamed out, grab his dick and twist it!
The worst, the classic.
But yeah, the fight,
They started to chant off that, too, where the whole arena started chanting Twist His Dick.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So funny.
but the Colby Masvidal fight went just as I expected it to.
Mm-hmm.
Just Jorge's
Yeah.
gonna gas out.
Yeah.
In that one shot, I was listening to Chael Sonnen today, basically saying that one shot that Jorge did land, it wasn't at full power, so that's why it didn't knock him out.
Oh yeah, you're talking about when he did the deal.
Yeah, and Colby said, "Oh, the only reason I took a knee was for the first responders."
Yeah, right.
I saw that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but the way I see it was Masvidal ran out of gas almost instantly. We even said when they showed like the fighter arrivals,
Mm-hmm. He looked scared.
I was looking at Josh. I'm like, he does not look confident in this at all. Even in his walkout, he's walking out to the Scarface theme, like beating his chest, smiling, smirking. He did none of that. As soon as I said that, I'm like, Josh, yeah, he's not winning this fight.
Yeah. And well, that's kind of what Colby was saying the whole time in the pre-interviews, that he was just taking the fight to get a bag and go back to the main card and
Pay off.
go and
Pay
be
off
done.
his child alimony payments to Marissa.
Jesus Christ.
There you go. But that's kind of what I expected too, and that's kind of what everyone kind of expected was Colby was going to come away with that. A pretty easy victory for him. How was the actual arena and event with your guys' seats? Good? Did you guys get drinks? How was that kind of experience being there live?
The energy was incredible. So Josh kept pointing out to me the entire night. He's like, I don't think this is a sellout. I see a lot of empty seats, but I kind of teased the idea that yeah, people bought the tickets before they go to the fight. They're gambling, and they realize I've already made back my money for the tickets and more, and I'm doing good. What's the point of even going to the fight?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And Dana White even said afterwards it was a sellout, and it's like okay, like.
Well, take
And
Dana
all
White's
all
word
the
for
seats
it, huh?
that were empty were just like single seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just people who are just showing up there to gamble, this and that, and just miss the fight.
Yeah, and just like the soccer games that I go to, there's a lot of people that will just stand on the outside. I don't know how that stadium was, the Minnesota United Stadium. There's a lot of kind of top areas you can just stand and watch the game too with a drink or something. At the same time, you always got to think there's at least 5 dozen people out getting food or drinks or concessions or something too.
Yeah.
But maybe not during the main fight. I suppose that kind of would be weird, but.
From a thumbs up to a thumbs down with T-Mobile, I think I give it like this. Josh, what did you think of T-Mobile?
It was alright. It was cool. Like, it was state of the art, but it was definitely like
There was just nothing that really stood out about it. Like, it was just like, yeah, everything's put together, this and that.
just kind of meh.
The steps going down to the stairs, the seats are steep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really steep. We got to work out walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
The only thing was when we were leaving, the escalator broke.
Oh my
So
god.
Like every
Just had to walk it, or
no, like you would just stand there, and you would wait for it to turn back on.
Oh, weird.
It would be like 2 minutes before it turned back on.
If it was me, I would just run up the bitch like stairs.
So the majority of the fans there were Masvidal fans,
Oh yeah.
and of course I'm standing there with my Colby Covington shirt. I'm not being an asshole. I'm just like, cause I like Jorge.
Yep.
I mean, I don't hate him.
Right.
Like, I like watching him fight. He's obviously a draw. But everyone was just like, during the fight, I remember the one guy's like, Colby was taking him down, and then Masvidal dropped him. One of the fans looks at me, he's like, yeah, Colby don't want none of these.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, yeah, Masvidal don't want none of those elbows on the ground to pound.
Yeah.
What did that one fan say after round 2, Josh?
Oh yeah, he's up 2-1.
And it was the end of the second round, so you're mad.
Nice.
And
He got a handicap. Masvidal got a handicap.
my
at one
first
point.
thing was, okay, Masvidal, in my opinion, Masvidal did not win a single round in that fight.
Well, one of the judges gave him a round.
Yeah, that 4th round because of that one punch.
'cause the
but
one hit,
but
I would
otherwise, Colby controlled the rest of the round.
The whole match, yeah, I would say even he controlled the whole match.
Yeah,
besides
that's fair.
that 5-second little blip of what do you want to say, lack of judgment? Do you think it was? Do you think he just wasn't expecting that big of a hit from him?
Who? Colby?
Colby, yeah. Do you
What was
think
the
he just
question
kind of?
again?
Do you think he just kind of let his guard down for 2 quick seconds and
Oh, yeah, for
Jorge
sure.
capitalized on
Well,
it?
no, it was off of a counter. So maybe he just had his chin too high up in the air. He anticipated something else coming.
Got it,
It just
got
caught
it.
him. But like I said, because in the 4th round, Masvidal was gassed by round 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And it was very evident that he was. So that strike in the 4th round was definitely not full power.
Sure.
And the other thing was, okay, let's say he did stumble him. What if Masvidal immediately jumped on him and tried to finish him and just completely emptied the gas tank and more? Then who knows what would have happened. But it's just how I expected it to go. Now, the big question leading after those fights is what's next for both of those guys.
Right,
I'll
right,
give
right.
you what I think for both. Colby called out Dustin Poirier. I honestly do think that is a good fight to make because Poirier wants to call out Nate
dog.
Diaz and fight him at 170, which that fight makes absolutely no sense to
Right,
me
right.
because it's the last fight on Diaz's contract, and Diaz isn't getting a title shot.
Sure.
No way.
Yep.
Poirier's in the top. He's in the pound for pound list.
Yeah.
Why is he wasting his time with Nate Diaz? Like, he already got his money from the 2 Conor fights. What's your point of doing Diaz? Like, that's an easy win for you.
Yeah.
Sure.
And for Jorge, I honestly think Conor McGregor. They've been going back and forth. I think that they match up stylistically, and I think it's a fight that they can build hype off of. With high fan bases, they have a country backing each other. Conor
Yep.
with Ireland
They're
and Cuba
saying,
with Masvidal.
Yep.
They're saying Cosmo might get Conor McGregor.
Huh? You said Hamza.
Hamza, yeah.
He's fighting Gilbert Burns.
After that.
What? If he beats Burns, he's getting a title shot. Everyone was saying, like, oh, if Hamza beats Burns, he gets Colby. And I'm like, no, he gets a title shot. Because if he goes in there and just completely outclasses the number 2 guy in the world, Gilbert Burns, why not give him Usman?
I suppose because Covington's had his 2 shots already, right?
Yep.
Yeah, with Usman.
Yeah, he has.
for the title. So might as well give it to the next runner-up and see what happens. They haven't fought yet before. He hasn't fought for the championship yet.
Who?
Hamzat?
Yeah.
He's new.
He's only 10 fights into his MMA
Okay.
career.
Interesting. I've never heard of him, obviously, because it sounds like he's that new. But
Oh, he went back and forth with the Paul brothers once. You know, Jake was being really disrespectful, talking shit about Dana on Twitter, and Hamza finally has enough of the garbage, and he puts on Twitter, Dana White, let me smash this little boy.
Oh my god.
Jake responds, he's like, all right, kumquat. Let's just see if you get paid. And then Hamza responds with a picture of a hunter, like sitting in his living room with a chair with like the 2 deer things on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
The Paul brothers' heads.
nice.
Jesus Christ, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Huh.
UFC right now is the most exciting.
Yeah, for
now,
sure.
in my
It's
opinion.
definitely one of
Yeah.
the best sports in the world right now, for sure. I feel like.
Yeah, I would definitely. Honestly, I would say right now it probably is the number one sport. When football comes back, I think it obviously has to take the cake. But I do agree. There isn't anything else anyone's paying attention to as much as UFC right now.
Yeah, but the thing that makes UFC great, I think, is that there is no off season.
That's
True,
true. That's
true.
true.
And
They have
every
such a big list of cast too. Is the thing.
Well,
Yeah,
such a
exactly.
Yeah.
With the NFL, until the Super Bowl and playoffs come around, like a regular season game, there's not like hype for it. It's just like yeah, there'll be hype for it, but there's no consequences for the game. There's no like
Oh yeah.
there's no like hype like, oh, if they win this regular season game, this happens, until you get late in the season.
Right.
But even then, it doesn't really mean anything. Every single month there's a UFC pay-per-view, there's a title on the line, and that's what I love about it the most.
Spider.
Absolutely.
6 o'clock.
What are you doing?
The-
Oh, got him.
Right on the American flag.
It's a black flag.
That's
Right
racist.
on the American flag.
Can you believe this guy? Can you believe this guy?
Yeah,
But other than that, Josh, what did you think of the one fight I really want to touch on was the Renato Moicano and Rafael dos Anjos fight in the co-main event, the 5-round fight. Do you think that fight should have been stopped?
Probably.
Did you watch it after on the TV where the ref told them, all right, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to kind of prove that you can still be here?
Is that what he was doing?
That's what he said. Yeah. So you should watch it live.
There was a delay, like going into the 5th round, like.
Because
what
they
are
kept
you doing?
checking his eyes
Once
and shit.
it hits 1 minute, you have to start the fight unless if you have the doctor in the cage.
Yeah. But yeah, the 5th round, right? Yeah, that's the second fight, right?
He was
COVID
getting
main event.
He was getting beat
yeah.
up.
I mean, for taking the fight on a week's notice, I mean, that's...
And a 5-round fight.
Yeah, that's
he was a
pretty
tank
good.
for taking it
Yeah.
short of notice.
No.
He wasn't gonna win.
I always knew
But-
Moicano was a great fighter, but that
proves his
I knew
toughness.
of him. I knew he was good, but I wasn't really a fan. I'm a fan now. And obviously, Rafael dos Anjos doing what he does best. His Hall of Fame career keeps continuing.
Yeah.
And he could push for a lightweight title shot. You know, he was supposed to fight Islam Makhachev on 2 separate occasions, and the fight got canceled because of COVID, injuries, this and that. And maybe that might be the fight to make, but Islam and Khabib are obviously pushing that Islam deserves the title, but I mean, Islam's good. He's on a big fight-winning streak, but he was supposed to fight Beneil Dariush the week prior to UFC 272, which was a top contender, but then he got matched against an unranked Bobby Green. Like, I don't understand how that gets you a title shot. So if Bobby Green beat Islam, does Bobby Green get a title shot? Thing makes no sense. I think they need to try and make Islam versus RDA happen. If it cancels out again, it's the Khabib and Tony Ferguson effect, a fight that you can schedule but just will not happen. And that's all I got.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
makes sense. You guys didn't do any NFL early betting when you were down there?
No, not really.
I said that to him.
Yeah.
Like, what if we
Or $5 on Jacksonville or some bullshit, right? I don't know, but
I can only imagine the payout on that.
right.
I was even saying to him, I was like, why don't we just throw some money right now on who we think will win the Super Bowl next year? And
Yeah.
he's like, And he said this, and I agreed. I was like, it's still too early
Yeah,
to tell. Free agency hasn't even
You can
happened
make a bet
yet.
like that, though. Probably worth a lot.
That is the thing, though. Obviously, the odds do change slightly. I mean,
But
every time is a bet.
But what
right?
you bet it at what the odds are currently, that's what the bet will be.
That's what your payout is. Yep. But, let's say Devontae Adams actually gets signed by the Packers tomorrow. Their, payout will be less compared to now, probably. I'm just picking a random big name, stuff that's happening. But
Trigger warning. On the betting odds, the Packers should always be at the bottom. Trigger warning.
That's true. Can't make it to past the championship.
We'll see. We've got a lot of big free agency stuff going. There's almost too much to get into. If you really want to see it, we could probably put a couple links and to the live NFL list of free agency. The main one I want to touch on. Have you guys seen that? And then we'll get into your guys' weekend here after that too, just because we're on the topic. But you guys saw that post I sent you, the Randy Gregory.
Yeah. So what happened? Because I didn't see what
happened. This morning he agreed to a 5-year, $72 million contract with Dallas. Okay. Apparently, from a source, sounds like he verbally agreed to it. And when they sent him the contract, he had his agent read through it. And I guess there were a bunch of weird stipulations and weird shit that they didn't agree to. So he basically said, fuck it, and accepted a 5-year, $70 million contract from the Denver Broncos about 3 hours later.
Sure.
So instead of that first news of going back to the Cowboys, he's now going to Denver on a very similar deal, basically because the Dallas tried to fuck him in some way or form.
Yeah, because that's what you said. I'm curious to see what it was. If you had to start an OnlyFans, that was one of the stipulations or
probably
something.
Not, but there were probably a couple things like only some of it's guaranteed, and you have to make the playoffs, and if you don't, there's a early termination clause or some shit like that,
right? Yeah.
Or because he's prone to injury, so there's probably a hey, if you're injured, we're not going to pay you clause.
Probably
kind of
a receiving yards or touchdown thing.
Yeah,
forget the bonuses.
He's on defense, but
it's true. Tackles. I don't know what they do for defense.
But basically, I'm guessing there was something with injuries because he's pretty injury prone.
Sure. Okay.
So I'd imagine that's probably what they did, and he was like, "Well, fuck that. I can get a full contract somewhere else." So
for the same price,
he did it.
Yeah, whatever. So
he did it. But yeah, there's been so many moves. There's probably been 30 plus free agency signings already.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if you want to hear more about it, we'll post a link or something to the site. But how was your guys' weekend?
It was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty lit. We went to Mystic Lake Casino in Minnesota here on Saturday. Got there around 7 or so, 8. Started gambling about 8 p.m. or something until you yahoos got there at 10 something, but that's fine.
No, we got there. We got there at 9 o'clock.
9:30. Okay.
9.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have a beer. We're gonna pregame and then we're gonna go. Oh,
well,
okay.
We got there at 7:30 and you left right away. I thought we were gonna pregame for a couple hours.
No, I wanted to gamble, bro. So I went straight to the casino. I went straight there. I put 20 into roulette. Lost it all in 5 minutes.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Put another 20 in. Lost it in 20 minutes. And then I put another 10 in. I was kind of, gaining $1, losing $1 or whatever. And a dude comes up next to me and is like, "Oh, I haven't played roulette in forever. All you young kids are playing roulette now, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you can only bet $1 at a time if you want. College budget, blah blah blah, whatever." Mentioned it was my birthday, and he's like, "Oh shit, well, I'll take a seat next to you and let me get you a birthday shot, whatever." So we're pushing the machines, calling for the cocktail waitress. No one ever comes, so not a big deal. But nonetheless, he puts $20 in, and he's like, "All right, what should I do?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man. It's all up to you. The way to go is to pick numbers, but I'm not that risky, so I don't." So he put, I don't know how much money he put on a couple different numbers and whatever, and his first spin of the wheel, he was already up $200.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Hey, it's your birthday. Here's $20." All right, bet. So put it in the machine. I was like, "All right, this is your money. What do I put it on?" He's like, "Just put it all in black." And I'm like, "I was gonna do red, bro. Trust me. No, black. Do black. All right." So went around. Yeah, I hit black. So I doubled it right away instantly. And then I think he did something else. The same thing. I bet $10 on another color right before he left, and same thing. I doubled it. So I was like, "Damn.
Yeah.
All right, bet." I only lost, I think, $3 total minus bingo. We did a cosmic bingo
That's pretty
at
cool.
Mystic.
I've done that.
It was kind of interesting. What do you
It
think,
was
Q-Tip?
fun. It was fun, but it was very, very
Hectic.
Like, it's intensely paced.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
Like,
fast.
Yeah,
I-
if you like snooze, you're fucked.
Oh,
yeah, no, you cannot snooze at all. We were originally Cole and I were gonna share a doffer, and then we realized that we probably cannot share a doffer.
No, you gotta
I
pay
had to
attention.
grab one. Yeah, I was playing 2. Everybody was playing 2 at a time, like 2
Yep,
boards.
that's how you gotta do it.
I was playing 3.
If you played 3, I don't know how you can do it. Honestly, I don't think I could ever try to play 3
Yeah.
at a time. It's insane. Like the way you got 10 seconds for each.
I mean, if you hit though,
Yeah.
you win pretty big money, don't you?
Yeah, first
you
couple
can
rounds
go
was
bucks.
$25 for win. It's $10 entry, so
Well, it's all dependent on luck. All the pots are like 150, 200, but if it depends on how many people hit bingo. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
split,
true.
obviously. So
Yeah.
could win $150 by yourself, but odds are you probably might split it or
Split
you
it at
know,
least a
yourself,
couple
yeah.
times, yeah.
yeah, that's what it was. You're right. I just remember that 22 number because there was like 5 or 6 people on one or something.
Yeah, but I think as the later rounds go, it's more only like 1 or 2 will win. So
Yeah.
you usually aren't splitting it that much.
Yep,
Just
yep.
the first few, I believe.
Yeah, because what I ended up doing, so I bought 2 tickets and then I swiped my members card and they're like, "Oh, you get a free ticket for your birthday." So I was like, "Okay, well, I might as well use that." So yeah, I ran on those 3, and then I was just watching the board. I was marking them before they called it,
Yeah,
and
you have
then
to watch that screen. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
so because I kept yelling it, but the people next to us kind of kept looking at me, and I was like, "Sorry, dude, this is the only way I'm keeping up. I have to yell the numbers out loud at this point." I think that's the only way Austin kept up too. He might have been fine, but he was like, "All right, bet," because we were kind of ahead of it, a couple seconds ahead at that point as well. But
100%.
but then after that, I played a little bit more roulette. I put $10 into roulette at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Walked away with 23 at the end,
Okay,
and then
okay.
I still ended the day minus $3 gambling at the casino. But was
good
not
time.
bad.
What was nice too is the drinks there were actually surprisingly really cheap too. Like,
It was how much was a double Captain Coke?
It was like $7. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's like $7 for a double.
Wait, while you're gambling?
Yeah. Yep. So they have like
Yeah.
Mystic
Usually
Lake
that's-
has 3
usually
bars.
the drinks are free.
So it's
if
a
you're
Vegas
on the-
rule. That's a Vegas rule.
No, they did that in Connecticut too at
yeah.
Mohegan and
Not
Foxwoods.
Minnesota, apparently.
Not in Minnesota.
Like, there's no attendant walking around. Like, do you need a
they'll
drink?
collect orders like they pay for them. But they
You
won't
still do
collect
have to
the
pay for
drink,
it though. Yeah.
I mean, like in Vegas and in Mohegan, like it was just like you just
Yeah, that's
tip them.
weird.
You know what? Actually, hold on. I think I did actually come up $17 because I paid the waitress $20 at the end to get like 3 drinks. So I think I might have actually came up now that I think about it. Because otherwise I didn't spend cash. I was trying not to spend cash to see what I walked away with, right? But now that I think about that, I think I did that. But Mystic, yeah, you definitely always have to pay
Yeah.
for
Well,
Yeah,
They
those
start- they
those
start
free
pretty
drinks in
full.
Vegas were clutch.
Yeah.
They're
One
pretty
thing I didn't
full.
really believe until I saw it was when me and Josh went down into the casino to, walk around at like 10 a.m. and get breakfast at the buffets that people on the casino floor are still fucking gambling and drinking.
Oh, yeah.
I was like at 10.
Pretty much all day. Yeah.
And I was like, they don't have like city rules as to when you can serve alcohol.
Fuck no.
No.
It's Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
There's no rules.
That's why,
But
like I
even
said,
in-
that's why they have all the lights are always on.
But what
That's-
about like Mystic? Is there a time where they won't serve you alcohol?
2 a.m. probably, yeah.
That's a good question. I really don't know. We were only there till maybe 1 a.m. pushing
Because they were
1
telling me
a.m.,
the
but-
whole like free drinks was a Vegas thing, and I was like, they did that in Connecticut at Mohegan and
Yeah,
Foxwoods.
usually it's a Vegas thing,
But then
Yeah.
again,
Might have been a bigger one, yeah.
But then again, Connecticut's the second biggest gambling state in the country.
yeah.
So then it's got to be
They have-
behind Vegas or what?
Well, you have
Well,
Atlantic
well,
City.
biggest state.
Yeah, you have
Atlantic
Biggest city is Vegas, and then Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in Connecticut, the 2 casinos they have there, Foxwoods and Mohegan, are only 10 minutes apart from each other, and and they're number 2 and number 3 biggest casinos in the country, like by size. The biggest one is in Oklahoma. It's a suburb of Dallas.
Huh. Interesting.
Like, the thing I noticed about those Vegas casinos, I mean, yeah, they were like okay, but they weren't huge.
Yeah.
Like the actual gambling.
How many
floor.
did you guys go
Yeah.
to?
We-
That's true. The gambling floors, that's true. Because a lot of them are connected. You guys
Oh,
stay
yeah.
at MGM, right? They're just kind of all connected
Yeah.
indoors, right?
The Foxwoods and Mohegan gambling floors are gigantic.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
So we only played at the MGM Grand we walked through.
No, we played at Bellagio too.
Did we?
Yeah, remember when we sat down and talked with that one guy?
I don't think we
That
played.
UFC guy? Yeah, I was playing.
I didn't play.
I put some money down.
I didn't play.
I think
there.
I put like $10, but I mean.
I didn't play there. I think you did. Yeah, we went to the Bellagio Casino, the MGM Grand, obviously. We walked through the Flamingo to see Colton and Lemur.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too. I was going through
Yeah.
stories. I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Like, he texted me 2 weeks before he went. He's like, I'm going too. I'm like, fuck yeah, we'll have to meet up.
Dude, that
and like
casino's
that,
a dump.
in that day where we were just doing nothing, like, he texted me, you guys want to come, like, hang out for a couple minutes? I was like, yeah, I mean, we got nothing going on. We'll see what's up.
Sure.
Yeah, so we walked through the Flamingo.
Dude, just in the Flamingo, just like the quality of people in town is so hard.
Even like the paint on the walls. I
Yeah,
was
dude.
This is
Like you could tell it was like the cheap hotel.
That was a crusty place.
Yeah, because like everywhere else, like all the Bellagio and stuff, you walk around and there's chicks who could darn near be supermodels like left and right, and then you go, huh?
Remember they had 5 guys in the hotel.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Should we
about
call them out on the podcast
that.
for
That'd
that?
be funny.
Well,
Yeah, they were going 3 deep in one. It was like a full.
Yeah,
bed.
we went. I don't mean to call you guys out, but it was a little sus to me. We walked in there and I saw
I thought it was
5 of
just
you guys
3
with
of
2
them.
beds, and I immediately I was like, and I didn't say anything obviously. And then me and Josh walked out, and Josh said he's like, don't you think it's weird that they have 2 beds and 5 guys? I was like, yeah.
They're rolling 3 deep in one of those beds.
Unless if the person who
We
paid
ain't
for the
got 2 on
hotel
the
got
floor.
their own bed and they had 4 deep in one bed.
Jesus Christ.
No, there's
I don't
no
think they would
way,
have
bro.
that, but maybe.
Unless somebody was rocking the floor, but I don't know how you pull that shit card.
But when we
'Cause-
were walking in,
I don't know,
crossing the
that's-
bridge to go over to the Flamingo, I thought about it, and then I turned to Josh and I'm like, isn't this the intersection where Tupac got shot?
Mhm.
Because he
Really?
was leaving Caesar's Palace
Yeah,
after the Mike Tyson fight, and
That's
he
right
got
there.
shot
Yeah.
at the intersection. I was thinking to myself, this has to be the intersection. I looked it up and I looked at the picture. I'm like, it doesn't look similar, but this picture was taken back in early 2000s.
Yeah, how many years ago? Yeah.
So I assume leaving Caesar's Palace, that had to be it, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
So walk through the Flamingo. We walked through the Excalibur, and I was telling Josh it is one of the lower quality casino hotels, but from the outside it
the
looks,
outside looks cool.
I like that Castle King Arthur vibe.
Oh yeah.
But once I stepped inside, I was like, okay. I see what all the reviews are about.
Was that the one with the pyramid? in
No,
the middle?
that-
Which one was that again?
That
That's
one's
the Luxor,
that one's
isn't it?
south of the
Luxor.
strip.
Yeah.
Luxor.
That
okay,
one
yeah.
that one's right next to
Yeah,
Mandalay.
we didn't go to that one or Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, those are far.
Did you guys make it to Fremont Street?
No,
No,
I
we
didn't take him to
didn't.
Fremont.
We
We didn't
really
have time
have-
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys were only there for a couple nights, and a lot of the stuff was UFC, which was dope. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we also.
Fremont has
We had
some
a lot of
nice
stuff on our
casinos. Those are the
plates.
bigger ones.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My favorite place on the trip was New York, New York.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That place was pretty dope. We went there.
Is that the stuff outside of the Statue of Liberty, or
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Yeah,
What do they
I
have
wanted-
there? I don't even remember.
I wanted to ride the roller coaster
Don't-
because
That's
it was
it?
In
only
New York.
Is that
Stuff?
it? They just have the Statue of Liberty, or
And
what
the
else?
roller coaster and
It's
all
like-
that
it's
stuff.
New York themed and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
It's
the only one
they
there
have
that's
they
New York
have the
themed?
replica Empire State Building, Chrysler Building.
The only one that has the New York theme.
They have the Twizzler shop in there, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
I don't
Twizzler
remember.
statues. shit
You know,
like
the-
that.
I didn't get the New York vibes. I
the
guess,
one
when I
with
was there.
the New York.
Well,
the only
like,
one
I
that
remember
looks
the
like
Statue
New
of
York.
Liberty. That's about it. That looked like New York.
Trenton
to me.
wasn't paying
We'll
attention.
consider that.
I wanted to get us tickets to go on the roller coaster. It was only $20.
Yeah,
But we didn't really have
I
time.
was
I looked at
hammered,
the
too.
price of it and I was like, that's actually
I'd have
not
thrown
bad.
out.
Yeah.
All
Me
day.
too. Me too.
All day, bro. Being hammered and going on a roller coaster, that is not a good mix.
You said the exact same thing when we were walking to Johnny Rockets in Nathan's, and he said that exact quote, and I said to him, no, eating 3 chili cheese dogs and then going on a roller coaster is
That's
a bad
also
idea.
a bad idea.
Say you're like tuna or something. That would
Yeah, and the raw salmon.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, at the MGM Grand Buffet, we actually We were having breakfast. I'm sitting there enjoying my eggs, bacon, sausage links. Josh comes back with a plate of oysters. And I was like, wow. And I'm like, oh, we're going to do that for breakfast. We tried them, and
Yeah, they're so gross.
they were so bad.
Damn.
I don't know if they're just like poorly cooked or whatever, but
And so we
Came out
had
of the Black
them,
Sea.
went back. We went back the next day, and I walked over there just to see what was up. And I saw some crawfish, and I was like, I've never tried a crawfish before. I kind of want to see what's up. And Josh even told me afterwards, like, I wish I got that on video of me trying to twist open a crawfish and eat it.
Oh my god.
I had to Google it because I never had a crawfish.
I would have no
don't-
idea. I would have no
Yeah,
idea.
I don't have any idea either.
Yeah.
Josh, explain what I did.
I mean, you basically just cracked it open and then you tried to pull the meat out, but he got like a pinky nail worth of meat out of it, and that was one crawfish, and I just fucking died for like 5 minutes.
Damn.
That MGM Grand buffet was pretty good.
Yeah, pretty solid.
That was pretty
Like I was even saying to Josh, like with the cost of it, like you would think, God damn, for a buffet, but for the things they have in there, you get
Yeah,
your money's
yeah.
worth. I would think for dinner they would have like crab legs and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Like if you pay $40 to get in, plate of crab legs is
$40
right
right
around
there.
$40.
Yeah.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, and they had some good stuff too. So
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and he was telling me when you guys went together, you guys wanted to go to Taco Bell.
we did
What?
go to Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
When did
So
you- oh, yeah.
I did not want to go there, but the reason that you go there in Vegas is because they have like mixed drinks and stuff at Taco Bell.
Okay,
They
you
serve
can-
alcohol at
okay,
Tino.
you can get-
upstairs, but that was closed when we were there, sadly.
Okay, you can get the drinks there, but Taco Bell, we could get in the car and
We didn't
go
we
to
didn't go
Taco
there
Bell.
to eat though. We were literally
We
walking.
did
down the
eat
street.
though.
Some of you guys did.
I was gonna
not
say,
all
I
of us.
agree. I'm sure Brad got 5 tacos or some bullshit, but
Yeah,
I didn't
not all
even
of
get
us. I
either
didn't get
one.
anything. We ate before that too.
I feel like you
Yeah.
could find better
He's
tacos.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
my
you had
case.
just
I
had
agree.
Shake Shack a couple hours ago. So if you got food, you were just.
I didn't
looking
get
for something to
food.
snack on.
I didn't want to go there. I was
Yeah.
not on the
It
team
was-
that wanted to go there.
But it was.
I didn't even
literally-
go
it was
in.
literally on the way, like it was on the side of the
But I
street,
said,
so it
"Fuck
just
it,
made
we're
sense.
here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're on the,
The
side
only-
of the street. It made sense to stop.
When
there.
we were there, the only like remotely
They wouldn't let
fast
me in.
food we
That's
got,
what it was.
the only remotely fast food we got was Johnny Rockets and Nathan's.
Wow.
But we don't have Nathan's in Minnesota. Is there a Johnny Rockets?
Yeah, at MOA.
I don't think I've ever seen. But
I've
how,
never even
often,
heard of
how often
Nathan's.
do you have it?
Yeah.
It's a New York
Yeah,
thing.
all the,
It's
all the
East
fast
Coast
food-
thing.
Oh, so it was it was by the Statue of Liberty in Vegas, huh?
New York,
It was-
New York. And we went to
wasn't
that
in the
comedy
MGM
show
Grand.
too. That was pretty good.
Oh, a comedy show. How's
Yeah.
that? Who'd you see? Just local comics or what?
Ben 10?
Yeah, no, they're national guys. That
Oh,
was
national.
at the Brad Gerrits Comedy Club.
There were
Okay.
3
It
guys.
was actually
I-
pretty swanky.
Yeah. The headliner guy was
Hold on.
really funny, but
Pause the train. Please define that word before we move forward.
Schwanky?
Yeah, is that like good or bad?
That's
Class,
it's
right.
like classy.
Okay. So it's fancy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
so the guy who headlined was really funny.
Mhm.
The opener, he was not funny.
Why? What kind of
Hey,
drinks?
it's
I
alright.
did not laugh at one of his jokes. He was that bad.
In there.
It wasn't good. That's kind of how it is.
I
though.
did not find him funny.
It's kind of hit or miss. That's just how it is, though. It's hit or miss. And
Like,
they have
I
their
did-
What kind of
routines.
jokes did you make? Like, what was he saying specifically?
Man, I was wasted at that point.
Yeah, we were both hammered.
But when I'm wasted, it's easier to make me.
that was on
laugh.
Friday night
And
when
if
we were
you
hammered.
if you can't make drunk Justin Cadnow's laugh, you are not a funny
It
person.
can make you laugh by just staring at you.
Yeah. Was he trying to tell like cringy Trump jokes or something? Anything like that?
No,
Hold on, we're in the middle of something here.
no, he was. I'm trying to remember what his shtick was. Do you remember what his shtick was?
Was he just the common straight man?
Well, he was the open guy. He was the opener.
Yeah,
The first guy to open up. I can't remember. That's how unfunny he was. I can't
he's
remember
super
one of his
unfunny.
jokes.
What he was doing, yeah.
Yeah, but the end guy was pretty funny.
Good. That's good.
Yeah. But yeah.
Did you guys go to the M&M store or any big stores like that at all?
Yeah, did you go to the
I
Coke
think we-
store?
I think we poked our head into the M&M store.
There you go. Not the wrapper, the candy.
Yeah. But I've been to the M&M store in New York City. I feel like it would be the same thing but downgraded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other store you said?
We went to the Coke store.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Where was the Coke store?
I think they're right next to each
like,
other.
it's like down the strip somewhere. It's along the strip.
Okay, maybe not.
I went to the Coke store in Disney Springs a couple months ago.
Oh,
I mean that was pretty cool, but
It's
It's something special. It's just kind of funny. Yeah.
I mean,
It's just one of those things. Hey, I've been
mean,
there. That's all you can really say. Yeah.
It's a Coke store. I could just go to the. I could walk 5 minutes to the gas station
Quick
and
trip.
get a Coke, and I can call it a Coke store.
Sure, yeah.
Unless you're talking that
I mean, there's
kind
like
of
there's
Coke.
like lots of merchandise like hoodies and fucking,
just pop over to your
bottle
local 704.
openers, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or even try like this specialty Coke that isn't even served in stores.
Oh my
Only
god.
available.
Well,
I'm
you
just
can
like,
find lots of that on the strip too. It's not hard. Did you guys? So you guys were walking up and down the strip. Did anybody ask you if you wanted any party favors?
I mean, I was dressed to impress. Like I brought only my good clothes.
I seen
Like,
that on the pics. I seen that.
Yeah, I like to look
Collared
nice
shirts.
in Vegas, and whenever me and Josh were walking by, everyone looked at me and was like, "Going to clubs tonight?" And I'm like, "Am I really dressed that handsome?" They must
It's
like
just
my
your face.
outfit.
It's just your face, Justin.
And I was at the bar with Josh at the MGM Grand on Friday night when we were getting plastered, and like this one girl just like looks at me and goes like this. I'm like, "Hi, what's up?" And she's like, "Hi, how are you?" And I'm just like, "Cool, I'm doing good." And she's like, and I'm like, "Oh, who are you here with?" And she's like, I need to stop saying like. Okay.
And she said,
And she's, or no, I said to her, or I asked her, "Who are you here with?" And she's like, "Oh, just me, myself, and I." I'm like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna entertain her. Like, how long are you in town for? And she goes, "Oh, tomorrow." "When did you get in?" She's like, "This morning." "Where are you going tomorrow?" "I'm going to Miami tomorrow, and then the day after I'm going to the Bahamas." And I'm just like, hockey alarms going off in my head. Right? But I'm still thinking to myself, I want to entertain this. I just want to see like
What's gonna happen?
I want to see like the thought process of some people because I've never been to Vegas. I've never seen these crazy hooligans.
Yep. And you got some crazy
And
Vegas
then she says to me, "You looking for fun tonight?" And I ask her, "Oh, what kind of fun?" She says, "Oh, full body massage." I'm like,
Oh boy.
a massage? Come on.
Massage.
Like I was so tempted at that point to look over at Josh.
And what, ask for a 2-for-1 special or what?
No.
You're gonna tell me
So
you
first
freaking
ask her,
office?
because after the first question of saying who are you here with, she said myself. I was so tempted at the point to ask her how much, and by the end of that whole thing, she said full body massage. I was so tempted to look over at, ask her, okay, how much, and then she would say like, oh, maybe 50, 75, and then look over at Josh. Look over at Josh. Quote from Beavis and Butthead and go, "Whoa, hey Josh, do you have 50 cents?"
Oh my god. Jesus fuck.
And you just told her, nah, I'm good. I got a massager at home. I'll just use it when I get home or what?
Oh
Yeah, my
God.
massage gun.
Yeah. Is that what you told her or what? Yeah, I got a little gun at home I'll use.
Like I said, after the first question where I asked her, I'm like, "Oh, who are you here with?" She's like, "Oh, just me, myself, and I." I immediately knew, okay, prostitute.
Yeah.
But I wanted to entertain her. I just want to hear what they have to say for future
I
reference.
believe the preferred term is escort.
Escort. Yeah.
Or a personal assistant.
Yeah. But Vegas was a great time.
Yeah, sounds great. I really hope we go back soon too.
I love that
It'd be
city.
nice to go back as a big group again.
That's where we're going
We
next.
didn't really, in all honesty, yeah, we got drunk on Friday night, but we didn't really indulge like I thought we were gonna.
No, we didn't go too crazy. We didn't really have time to, though.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are on a pretty tight schedule, it seems like. Yeah, it'd be nice if we get more for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, next time I go to Vegas, if I can rent a car, I want to drive up to Rachel, Nevada,
Oh,
go to
boy.
the Do Not Cross line at Area 51,
Oh my god.
and then just Naruto run.
Jesus Christ.
Not run in, but just Naruto run around.
Jesus.
Around like the border or what?
No, around the Do Not Cross sign.
Right.
But
You
yeah,
would rent a car just to drive all the way out to Area 51 to do that.
Just to run around the sun. Hey, I mean, that's a story, man. That's a story.
say you've been there.
Yeah. Same Naruto.
Hey, man. Like my company, Sherwin-Williams, they live by the motto, cover the earth. I want to cover the earth.
There you go.
Any places where I've been. You know?
There you go.
How many people can say that they've been to Area 51 and live?
Just the aliens.
The people who can't talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, true.
Even, so the elevators from our room had a overlook of McCarran International. What was it again? The new name? Harry Reid International Airport. And I said, I was looking over and I said, where is it? And Josh like, what are you looking for? And I said, the Janet Airlines terminal. And he said, what's Janet Airlines? Janet Airlines is the airline that brings people to Area 51, like employees. They have their own separate terminal. They have their own TSA there. But it's a separate terminal because they don't want to see... Because you don't want to see who's going into Area 51 to protect their identity.
Fair.
So, yeah, I pointed that out. And, yeah.
That's cool. No, that's super dope.
Well, that's all I got. You boys have anything else?
I think that's probably all we got for this
That's
episode.
probably all we got, huh?
That's all we got. We'll probably get some March Madness brackets going here after this one. We'll post them on our Instagram. So make sure you're checking us out there, bet_records on Instagram. We'll throw it on Facebook as well, just if you are a little older in that boomer community. Make sure to leave a green heart on Spotify if you listen to us on Spotify Podcast. If you listen to us on YouTube, make sure to hit that bell as well as that subscribe button. Thanks again for listening as always, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
Deuces.
Go get a Q-Tip. Like how she move it. I like how she move it. I got that new whip. Go get a Q-Tip. Like how she move it. I like how she move it.